Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Dawn of War 2 replay. Spawn on the north side as the Warp Spider X-Shark, we have Kickin. Spawn on the south side as the Farseer, we have just Choko, Bambus. We have some Howling Banshees to engage the Howling Banshees. I wonder if the Howling Banshees will win against that. And likely both players will go for another Guardian squad after that.
We stand in support structure. Adding support structure.
Now, sometimes trying to gauge when you should tear up can be difficult. In Couple Heroes 2, I tend to rush attack a bit more, probably a bit more than I should, rather than deploy out any assets. We do got the Guardian Squad receiving some fire there from the Warp Spider X-Shark, receiving minimal damage for the time being. Guardian Squad has captured that VP, while this VP is being captured by the Farseer. Both players are not going for a second Guardian Squad. Interesting. We do have two power generators being deployed on out. Over here. Nope, nothing. That's a Guardian Squad, not a generator. Second power point has been activated, while this one has not been activated. Looks like we have a little bit of difference in builds. We do have a Guardian's Weapon team and a Ranger. The War Spider can teleport forward and tie up the Guardian Weapon team in melee, so the Guardian Weapon team is maybe a bad option. Farseer just taking damage right there. And here comes these Guardians to engage the Guardians. And getting some good damage there onto the Guardians. This point has been captured up. This point has been captured up, while this point just remains deactivated. Both down by 2 tickets and down by 5. Not a whole lot of ticket loss so far. Yep. Don't think so. We do have the Howling Banshees engaging the Howling Banshees at long range, getting some good damage on each other. And the Howling Banshees now falling on back. We got the Guardian Squad teams engaging at long range, forcing back the other Howling Banshees. This one is behind heavy cover, so there's two squads of both sides have gone for Guardian Weapon team, and now this player is going for Rangers, so they're going to have pretty even composition on each other. He does get the shield generator there, though he could have also just stayed behind this heavy cover there. Maybe just wanted a little bit close to engage the generators. Rangers trying to engage at long range, being upgraded with the Pathfinder gear. And now the generators are starting to get hit a bit. Over here, generators are getting hit a bit, and War Spider has been picking away against this generator for quite some time. We do have the heavy gauge step spinner, which does of course allow him to add knockback and stun suppression to his primary weapon. Howling Banshees and Farseer are making their advance now. War Spider of course can jump away, or jump over there, and it's probably going to hop inside the garrison. One generator has been destroyed. This one has been camouflaged somehow. I'm not sure from what. Maybe from the Pathfinder? That shield has gone down. This fresh generator is being deployed on out. This Guardian's Weapon team is being suppressed and does force back both these squads now. And looks like he is not firing out the garrison against these generators. Gain some damage there onto the Howling Banshees. The Rangers will need to fall away. They're being upgraded with Pathfinder here now. And hitting the generators now. I'm not really familiar with Dawn of War 1's playstyles. All that know that you had to get a mod to get the camera to zoom out to any reasonable distance. Like seriously, like the camera was about this close, if not worse. And I know that what was the last one? Like Soulstorm? I always had that game crash on me whenever I played any sort of cutscene. Right now they're catching up that VP. Howling Bench is over here a bit defensive. Do have a bit of a resource difference. Quite a bit of more resources for the Warp Spider. Do have some grenade set here. Grenade set there. Howling Benches are both unupgraded. Guardian teams, of course, both upgraded, and both of them has the Pathfinder gear. Oh, we do have an upgrade there on the Farseer, the Armor of Fortune, which allows damage reduction on nearby squad. Plasma grenade onto the high ground. No hits there, but getting some good damage in since they had to run around. I'm not sure what that Ranger was doing. Doesn't get spotted there. And both these squads are falling on back. These Rangers are engaging these Howling Banshees who are chipping away against this generator. There's another generator right here. And Tier 2 now being researched by the Farseer. Warp Spider teleported around the side. Fine, perhaps get some damage there onto the Guardians. Maybe teleport forward to tie them up in melee. Rangers may want to uncamouflage but get some damage in, though they do have to be worried about this Warp Spider. Now receiving some fire there. Does lose some model. Good special attack there by the Farseer. The Farseer has seen quite a bit of fire, so has the Warp Spider. Warp Spider still going to try to protect its flanks, but it does fall back. Both these squad thanks to the flanking Farseer. Got a connect strike there from the Rangers onto the Howling Banshees. Yeah, a lot of things I didn't like about Dawn of War 1. Mostly just the reinforced system. Granted, that was like one of the first RTS they made, so the reinforced system was not exactly ironed out. I like the retreat function, such as they implemented it in Computers 1, Dawn of War 2, and of course Computers 2, which somehow went missing in Dawn of War 3. On the left side, Warp Spider is captured the VP. Rangers are just firing away, picking off, slowly whittling away their opponent. And that's a pretty good range there, able to hit these guys behind that heavy cover. Or towards a heavy cover. They may be hitting that shield generator itself. Yeah, it looks like the shield generator itself is getting hit. Oh, we got the Archstar coming on in. And that's pretty good place on those plasma grenades. We do also have a Wraith Lord going on, so a little bit of variation in the builds. Like his opponent will start deploying out a Bright Lance on his weapons team. Howling Banshees will need to get away from that Wraith Lord. The Howling Banshees do fall back now, so this is Farseer and Arctarch. Good plasma grenade. Does not get the wipe there on the Howling Banshees. The Armor of Fortune saved it. Bright Lance is almost ready. Does get knocked back there by the kinetic blast from the Pathfinders. No upgrade on the Wraith Lord just yet. No Shuriken Cannon. No Bright Lance. No, neither player's, it's a mirror matchup. Neither player's Chaos, nor Empire. Or Imperium, I should say. Right now, the Guardian's weapon team's getting some good suppression there. Got a fusion gun on by the Archtarch, which is probably aimed to engage that Wraith Lord. Though he is going to use the range to start blasting away against that Archtarch. And no, yeah, we are going to see the Banshee X-Arc coming on out, which will allow access to the anti-vehicle weapon. It does fall back pretty early though, and include the X-Arc. Bright Lance getting tied up by the Warp Spider. Wraith Lord is just into the range now, needs to retarget towards it now. Is getting some hits there in the Wraith Lord. Howling Banshee is pushing away forward, but does force back all of these squads. Power generator receiving quite a bit of fire there, or smacks. And the generator does go down there.
The foe seeks to deprive us of a vital resource point.
Wraith Lord has not been up there the Shuriken Cannon just yet. Bright Lance is getting some hits there on the Wraith Lord now. Farseer hasn't utilized her armor portion, maybe has. No, the armor portion has been utilized on the Howling Banshees. You can see by that bluish aura. Guardians is trying to hit that Archtarch while the Wraith Lord is falling on back. Let's see. There's multiple ways to kill a Falcon from the Eldari. It usually just involves a lot of gun. If that doesn't work, use more gun. Quote from the engineer. The Wraith Lord has received quite a bit of fire now, and we do have a Seer Council being deployed on out. Howling, that Archtarch just jumped away and pursued that Wraith Lord down. Howling Banshees are engaging the Howling Banshees. And the Wraith Guardian weapon team should try eyeing to engage these power generators. Not sure what's being called in right there. Ah, more Warp Spiders to help the Warp Spider. Bright Lance still firing away against buildings. The Guardian weapon team still has not been dealt with, so that's a lot of suppression coming out. And now we do have the Warp Spiders coming in for some more damage. Does use Armor Fortune right there. May charge them forward. Falcon, of course, has been deployed on out, and the Farseer is going to be supporting the Falcon.
What do you wish of us?
Guardians are falling on back as well. And Seer Council is trying to make their way forward. You got, of course, the Guardian weapon team being upgraded to a Bright Lance, trying to engage the Falcon. Of course, the Farseer Council will definitely defeat the Howling Banshees, no problem. Good knockback assault attacks there, very nice. The Farseer Council has received some fire. They now have the Farseer being upgraded to Gravity Blade. If I remember correctly, that's one that carries a giant lift field around her. Bright Lance does in fact go down, but there's nothing for it to shoot at the moment, so it might have lost at this point, but could be useful later on if needed, if it was kept alive. Seer Council does fall back entirely, and good heal there by the Archtarch. So we got the shield generator here, and the Guardian Whip team is deployed behind it. We may see the connect shot there by the Pathfinders, but they're actually quite wounded. Not Pathfinders, Rangers. I've been seeing Pathfinders this entire time. There's Pathfinder here. All those forces are falling back. Plasma Grenade does miss. And the Bright Lance may in fact go down. One last model before it gets wiped out. And he will manage to save that Bright Lance. They are a durable infantry squad though, even engaging at range, they can withstand quite a bit of a beating. Seer Council now receiving quite a bit of fire there by the Falcon, just slowly whittling away as they can't really fight back at the moment. Bright Lance now advancing, trying to save the Seer Council. We've got the shield generator activated by the Falcon as well. And there's the Gravity Blade. Good hits there by the Bright Lance onto the Falcon. With Spider X-Arc does tie the Farseer up in melee. While this Guardian Squad is down to 2 members, he is going to use it for capturing purposes. Very nice.
Beware the banshees howl. So they resist us.
Over here, we got a webway assembly deployed on out. And nice little heal there. We got improved targeting, increases weapon range by 7 and damage by 50%. Pretty good. Warp Strike X-Arc will need to try to teleport away. Warp Strike X-Arc fully goes down there. I think teleports at the last moment. No, he got I think he got respawned before he even got down. And there goes a Howling Banshee squad entirely as well. That's 2 squad wipes. Seer Council, of course, is going to push the way forward. They do receive some ranger fire. And we got the Warp Strike X-Arc now pushing the way forward. Howling Banshees are severely wounded. And you got to have some of his own Seer Council. This Seer Council is nowhere near Veteran C1. Nice Gravity Blade there.
It is a fuselage.
Well, Spider still has all 5 of their models. There we go, it took a long time for them to teleport forward. But the Red Seer Council is forced on back.
They lose fire upon us. With haste. And our foes are fragile things indeed. We are in the fray.
We are losing a victory objective.
Does he activate that point? There's still 2 generators over here, so he's gone for a lot of generators up north. He has plenty of power for the rest of the game, so he doesn't need to worry about rebuilding those generators anytime soon. Plus, he still has his other set of generators. It's probably more than enough power as well. Not sure what's going to deploy on now. He has, of course, plenty of energy. He can deploy out Fire Prism, or he may be saving up for the Avatar of War. Seer Council has jumped on top of the Seer Council. Likely the Seer Council will win. Especially the support all the Warp Spiders. And does teleport forward, trying to tie him up in melee, or try to get some melee hits there, because retreating squads receive extra damage from melee. And just go on forward, does get a hairwire grenade onto the Falcon.
The enemy is claiming a victory.
Good damage there. And that Ranger almost went down as well. Farseer is activating the lift, gets knocked back while she was starting it up. I wonder if they get knocked back over there or over here. They all got knocked back over here. Interesting.
300 points remaining.
Let's retreat back the squad. So that's 4 out of the 5 models, so he will have a lot less requisition bleed and energy bleed. We just have plenty of energy. Fire Prism being deployed on out, which is going to be very useful in engaging the Avatar War that's going to be deployed out very soon.
Fire prism is out for
Farseer is falling back. Howling Banshees jumping over some of this ledge.
This is a hostile area.
Good hit there on that War Spider X Shark, and we do got the Ultra Shark now receiving quite a bit of fire there. That fusion gun will be very useful. Very useful against that Avatar of War.
A requisition point.
They turn us in upon ourselves.
I sense the spark of our life being extinguished.
Guardians are now falling on back. The Seer Council bot is being engaged by the Seer Council. Fire Prison now engaging some artillery battles against the Warp Spider and potentially against the Bright Lance. Teleports forward, throws a haywire grenade there, but receives a massive shot there.
Fire upon us.
The enemy has 200 points remaining.
He will spot this webway with his Rangers. He does pull out all his forces there, so the Seer Council engaging the Seer Council may see kinetic shot there. Seer Council has received the effect of the Armor of Fortune, and the other Seer Council has fallen back.
Using a victory objective.
Webway Gate does go down. And now the Avatar of War has been deployed. So to make his advance, we do have armor-piercing rounds loaded up in the Fire Prism. And the Guardian will be seeing some fire there. So those are some model there. Falcon charging forward, trying to pass draw some fire. And does get a haywire grenade there on top of the Falcon. But thanks that shield generator does soak up some of that damage. Falcon receiving massive amounts of fire, but that Bright Lance will likely finish it off. Nope, the Avatar War will. Seer Council charge on forward. Does get some knockback there on the Guardian Weapon team. And, ooh, depending on how this goes, that could have been much worse. Howling Banshees is charging on forward, but will get interrupted by the Seer Council. Just being a superior melee option, and there goes the Howling Banshees. Blue has quite a bit of DPs of advantage, while red doesn't have a whole lot remaining.
Our reinforcements are here.
And the VP will be captured. There's a webway assembly here as well, and the Warp Spires are utilizing the heavy cover thanks to the Guardian's shield generator, energy shield.
Ever alert. Isha smiles on us. The requisition point is ours.
We are achieving our goals.
It is a fuselage.
On the left side, this generator just getting hit. And the Farseer does not manage to capture the central VP. If we got some Dark Reapers being deployed on out by Blue. Plasma Grenade is thrown, does avoid it, and does do a full retreat. Pretty wounded. Seer Council is down to 4 members. And likely will try to collapse on that Guardian Squad. Use Fleet of Foot, try to sprint away as the Archstalk is trying to charge it forward, get some more fusion gun shots in.
At full speed haste.
It is time to add to our war panoply.
Normal pace, Eldar.
Dark Reaper is now deployed, engaging at long range against that shield generator, I believe. The Rangers will need to go on forward, provide some spotting for the Dark Reapers.
As ever, we serve.
Dark Reapers upgraded the aspect of the Reaper, improving increases squad's range damage by 25%. Not bad. Good hits there. Guardian squads now receiving a bit of fire there by the Warspite XR, who's been upgraded with the Power Blade, the anti-vehicle weapon. Does he have his own Haywire Grenade? Improved Target is still active. Advanced Warp Generator. Reduces cooldown by 4 seconds of the teleport. Also increases jump range by 20, increases health and energy regen. Warp Spiders are pushing the way forward. He has 2 Warp Spider squads. Trying to hit the Farseer quite a bit with that, with the Avatar of War. Warp Spider XR trying to go charging forward with the anti-vehicle weapons as well. The Warp Spiders receive quite a bit of fire from the Fire Prism. The Dark Reaper still engaging at long range. These Warp Spiders need to fall back. They're getting ripped apart. Does teleport away. Teal Seer Council is engaging. Does use the Searing Blaze ability, whatever it's called. Good damage coming out on the Avatar of War. Severely wounded. Seer Council is charging forward, but also has only 4 models. Bright Lance is being redeployed and does get a small and minor heal there on his own Seer Council. The Seer Council will likely defeat the Seer Council, and the Guardian Squad and the Fire Prism still push the way forward. Activates big triangle of death. Dark Reapers maybe on to siege down something.
Now is the time.
More slowly. There is the victory objective.
Oh, on the right side. Nope, just the Rangers capturing the points. Sounds like okay, it's just Dark Reapers lining it up. The Bright Lance will need to fall back. Does not hop inside the webway to escape. Maybe doesn't want to reveal it just yet.
Capture.
The reinforcements are most welcome.
Do not falter, for victory is within reach.
As ever, we serve the craft world.
The Avatar War is getting healed up by the Webway assembly back at home, but he will need more health and perhaps just a bit more support. Maybe ISO for more of a flank. Needs to tie up some of these guys. Use some Haywire Grenades there onto the Fire Prism. I'm not sure what would be the best way for him to gauge. Looks like this Guardian Squad is designed to just be defensive along the flank. Very nice. Warp Spiders are teleported forward, but we see quite a bit of fire there. Does use the Warp Throw ability. And the Avatar War is trying to engage. And we got the Dark Reapers going for Artillery Barrage, and here comes his own Archtarch to engage the Dark Reapers. Seer Council is rushing on forward as well. Looks like that Warp Spider will escape on out there. Great hit there by the Avatar War. Farseer has also been upgraded to the Ruins of Reaping, which is the cooldowns and energy regen. It does slow down out, but largely missed, if not entirely. Archtarch teleport jumping on forward does get a nice heal there onto the Seer Council. Archtarch is receiving quite a bit of fire there. Archtarch has not been upgraded in sort of weapon, while the Warp Spider is being knocked back. Seer Council severely wounded, is falling back as well. And now here comes his Warp Spider trying to tie up the Dark Reapers up in melee. Does get a Haywire Grenade off there.
We are locked with the enemy. We must hold the
The Archtarch does jump on top, trying to heal up some of these Dark Reapers.
enemy
The Archarch will fall back while the Warp Spider Exarch does go down.
Struck among our warriors. Our triumph is nearly complete.
Red has hardly any VPs remaining, just 4. It looks like only the Bright Lance and a very wounded Warp Spider is left in the region. The Avatar of War is also severely wounded.
We trust in your guidance.
Fire Presence at level 2. Does get a nice little heal there, but the Warp Spiders are getting ripped apart. Will need to fall back.
As it was fated. We must arm for even crueler warfare.
Guide our hands.
Seer Council has a little bit wounded. Could jump on top of them with the Archtarch. Archtarchs are also at level 3. Seer Council maybe on to capture the VP, not to engage the Archtarch. He does avoid that ability.
We must save the lost ones.
Fire Prison does get directed there on top of the Bright Lance. Guardians or Reapers are engaging these forces. Does use the Warp Gravity Blade there. The Seer Council are suppressed. Seer Council is receiving a bit of fire there. The Dark Reapers are getting some good damage in. The Farseer may actually go down. Farseer does go down. And the Seer Council is now advancing. This Seer Council is now making a soft retreat away. While these Warp Striders trying to engage at long range. Nothing going around the right flank, they'll capture it up. Seer Council will need to back away from that. Does try to go for a Haywire Grenade there. Get some good damage there. Needs to get some armor piercing rounds onto that Avatar War, but the Fire Person does go down to the Bright Lance. The Avatar War is severely wounded. Looks like casting GG. Looks like Blue is going to surrender because it's triple cash against him and it's down to 7 tickets. Red managed to barely hold on in that game with just 4 tickets remaining. This is Angry saying thank you for watching and signing off.